Crimson Confetti Monday night in New Orleans. Joe Tessitore and Todd Blackledge on the heels of Alabama's dominating second-half performance against Clemson. Your biggest takeaway?
Alabama's defense is back. You know, they struggled down the stretch of the season with injuries and fatigue. They were rested, they were refreshed, they were a little bit ticked off, and they played like it tonight. They made the field feel slanted. It felt like Clemson was playing uphill the entire football game. They dominated field position, and their offense stayed on schedule much better than Clemson's was able to.
Refreshing, getting healthier with the 37 days off from the time they lost that Iron Bowl until they played here in New Orleans. Absolutely key. They did get two more injuries. We're going to get updates on them. Lester Cotton, starting offensive lineman. Anthony Jennings, who was awesome in the pass rush on defense. How much does that concern you?
Well, it's definitely concerning because the linebacker position has been decimated throughout the season. They finally got some guys back, and Anthony Jennings is one of those guys who missed a couple games, played outstanding tonight. I don't think that they will struggle if they lose him because he was a big factor in what they did tonight.
Georgia, the matchup here, the freshman quarterback, Jake Fromm. I mean, every big spot, it seems like the kid's okay, except for the time at Auburn, where that Auburn team seemed like no matter who they were going to play that day, they were going to go through them like a chainsaw. How do you see this matchup?
It's so intriguing, you know, the teacher against the student, you know, the mentor against the new kid on the block in Kirby Smart. Kirby knows Nick as well as anybody. He knows that system. He knows what Alabama's all about. He will have his team well prepared. The thing that would concern me if I'm Alabama is two things. One, Kirby knows us. He knows our personnel. He knows what we like to do and how we do things. But also, they've got a nice football team. They've got a couple outstanding backs. They've got good balance, and we talk about staying ahead of schedule. If Georgia can stay on schedule offensively, Jake Fromm is an outstanding player, and that'll be the big key whether they can do that next week.
Chubb, Sony Michel, DeAndre Swift, the great running backs, but they're facing this bunch, who now is holding up the All-State Sugar Bowl championship trophy.